Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, I do apologize that it has taken some time for me to get back to your readings. I had my little boy been sick for like over a week, but he's back at daycare now and I'm back with you guys. So all is good. We have a love reading here for you. I set the intention for love, but if you listened to me before, you know that I'm mostly in for the spiritual journey. Like whatever is going to bring yourself to a better place, to a more evolved and awakened place, that's what's going to come through. But we're going to focus in on love and see what comes out. Well, I just did a Gemini reading. It was a surprisingly like love reading, like an actual love reading. So we're going to start with an overall energy here, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the message. I've set the time frame to somewhere towards middle the end June till middle the end July of 2021. That was it. We have peace. We have just Dove taking a leap of faith. Pure peace is what I'm getting with this. There's a new earth, a new world, a new reality that you're stepping into. With this dove there flying around with the rainbow. The rainbow for me is all about when the energy centers like in your body is very much in alignment. So it speaks to your balance a lot. We have midsummer just coming up, and the way we do it in Sweden, I'm from Sweden, it's a funny, look it up if you want to, Google midsummer and see what we're up to. Quite interesting. I think we're quite lonely in the world about doing this. I know it's the summer solstice, but like the way we celebrate midsummer is it's quite funny. Why is this here for Cancer, please? Why is the dove card here? Why is the dove card? Ooh. Also just one. It's very like, we do this first and we'll clarify with one card. It's the Hangman. It's a different perspective. You've gained a different perspective. It says underneath, there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. And I feel like you are daring to be different. You've already changed their perspective. This to me speaks about how you've already made some sort of change, Cancer. You've made something different from your usual routine, how you usually did it in the past. If this is about relationships for you, you might have like had one specific relationship that you kept visiting over and over again, or you have like one thing playing out in your relationships and it might have not worked out for you because you have now stepped into peace and you've changed your perspective on how you did it in the past. And because you changed it, you're now come into a very peaceful and balanced place. Something shifted here for you. Going even deeper, what else can we bring to Cancer about this? It's almost like a first just reflective card, like a little intro to then start the reading. Interesting. And I had a card that flipped, but it flipped so fast I didn't see what it was. So we're going to see if that comes out again. You worked on something really hard. At first, I feel like this is also past tense. At first, you refused to see. I think like what Cancer is something that was very, very obvious to a lot of other people, probably very obvious to you as well. And having other people sort of coming in to say, you know whatever you're doing, or whatever this love situation is, or if this is something else, if this is an experience in your life, if this is somebody that you're dealing with, or if like in terms of love, or somebody you're dealing with in terms of work or whatever, it's like everybody else came in to say, you know, it's not working, right? You see what they're doing, right? Or you see that this is not, you're not supposed to be here, or whatever. And it's like you just kept like, I don't care what you're saying. You did care what they were saying, and you knew yourself what you were doing, but it's like whether you were hard-headed or stubborn or a little proud maybe, or just for the life of you wanted it to work, something about it made you like you just didn't want to see what was really, really going on. Like I said, this is in the past, because you have we have the release card here, and you have dedicated effort. And I feel like this is also from the past. This is like you painted a picture of how you wanted it to be, and it never was that. This is such a beautiful, like it's such a beautiful idea. The idea of you guys from the past was so beautiful, and what it could have been, and maybe even was in the very beginning, maybe even was. You painted a very beautiful picture of and it says dedicated effort, and I'm so drawn to those words. Dedicated effort. That is struggle. That is like, I'm going to make this work, you know? But then it didn't work. What you brought, I just have to say though, because you have changed your perspective on the whole thing. You just flipped it upside down. It's like you shifted the whole thing. But this whole card is red to me. The border is red, and you're standing here up, like painting with red paint, laying a new foundation for yourself. So as you were struggling with the number 8 there, like whatever you're sending out is coming back. Whatever you send out is coming back. It wasn't coming back in that red hot minute. See what I did there? But laying the foundation for the future, like you have planned for the future through this relationship. It has been such a journey for you with this relationship. And if this is not love, if this is a relationship with a coworker, with a friend, with a parent, or both, or threeth, I don't know what that's called. Like if there's been several relationships that you just for the life of you been wanting them to work, but they just haven't. So you release them. And 13 is transformation. That's death leading to life. That is you moving on to a better future. And you truly have released it. That whatever this image is showing, it feels like you've done it. So it's like a little background check, a little background information about what happened that led you to this, to peace. You're creating a new reality for yourself. And you're so way more balanced between the chakras in your body, because you've had to change your perspective altogether. Coffee break. That's really nice. So now what? Like now what? Almost like now we begin again. Now what for Cancer, please, for their love for the upcoming month. Angels want to say something first. So what does the angels have to say so far? A little angel check-in. Wow. That was a whole lot of cards there. So so I get it. Yeah, you reconsidered. There's a way out. Do you see the tunnel, like the light at the end of the tunnel? You reconsidered. There's a way out of this. You communicated yourself out of this. It's a yes card. To me, that's just saying, yes, you did it. Like you're out of it and you moved on, and this is where I already feel the energies shifting. Like you've already changed your perspective. Can I just say, Cancer, for somebody, before I move on here, but for somebody who's been through it the way that you've been through it, one should never compare. So here comes a comparison. For a person who really, really has been through the Phoenix Rising like you have, through the Dark Night of the Soul like you have, like I feel here, the energy around it, that has completely like made you make a life change. You know, this is not just a scenario of you sitting down with somebody, whether it be your ex-lover or your boss or your parent. This is not just a sit down where you say, you know what, this doesn't work for me because we have different values, you know. This is a full-blown bringing you to your knees explosion. This is where the shifts of the DNA take place. This is core stuff. And for somebody that has gone through the ringer like this, ring of fire, like Johnny Cash would say, and again, no judgment on how fast or slow somebody's healing, but there's something to it here, Cancer, that you come out of it so freaking fast. And I think that other people are sort of almost judging you a little bit for it. Like, you should take longer. It should take you longer to get out of this situation. Like, meaning, you just wait and see. Like, you need to heal this. You need to heal this. Like, you can't get off that easy. You must be down and out. You must regroup way more. You must go into therapy and talk about this for years. And you're like, well, yeah, maybe. And maybe you needed that for a little bit. And maybe, you know, but you got it. Like, it's like you've already made the switch. There's something about almost like a little epiphany, like a light bulb going off. Like, and I'm not saying you haven't had a hard time to getting out of it. And I'm not saying that you every once in a while have small moments of being reminded and then maybe feeling a little bit, you know, like you want to do stuff to people. But overall, Cancer, there's such a fundamental healing that has almost taken place overnight. Again, I'm not judging that, because if you need 5 years to regroup, take 5 years to regroup. I'm just saying there's something with the healing, and the thing that sort of is the most annoying or the most like interesting in this whole scenario is that other people seem to be having opinions about that you should be feeling worse than you are. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to somebody. Listen to your intuition. Beautifully how I worked that in there. I just stopped there in the middle. I can't take credit. But you just continue to listen to your intuition. And this is very, very strong. Like, so the front of this deck is the same. And when that comes out, for me, that just means extra much pay attention to what the card is saying. Extra much listen to your intuition. Just follow what feels right to you. And there's the second one, like you're holding a new earth here. This is you holding, like, creating a peaceful reality for yourself. And again, you're holding this peaceful, like, healed green earth in the palm of your hands. You're creating this new space for yourself. And meditation brings answers. And I see this as a keyhole. Interesting, like the old, quite telling of my age, but it's like, I remember a house that I once lived in when I was younger, where the keyholes, like they were really round like that, you know, and then they went down. It's that olden key you have to like to lock it. Like these days we almost don't have keys anymore. Do we have keys anymore at all? Besides to the, like, maybe outer door. But anyway, there's something about the key to your keyhole, the key to your success is that you will find listen to your intuition and sit in meditation to just ground yourself and heal yourself even more. There you will find your answers. No wonder the angels wanted to talk. Okay. Now what? Now what for Cancer? Moving forward. wow. There's so much about working on your whole chakra system right now. So somebody might actually just really be doing, like, listen to your intuition and sit in these meditations. And one of these meditations is all about, like I said, the dove is flying around playing with the rainbow energy there, which is the balancing of the chakras, balancing of the energy centers in your body. Like how the base chakra plays off of the sacral energy center, how the sacral plays off of the solar plexus, plays off of the heart. Like they're all in communication. They're individually such a strong, like we hear about chakra system, we hear about, and the reason I rarely say chakras is because there's so much that goes into it that I feel like doesn't really belong in my truth. That's why I choose to say energy centers, because there really are energy centers with energy points. If you start to do a little research, and you don't have to Google it, you can sit in meditation and really feel out what the base energy center really is there for. What is the sacral energy center there really there for, and solar plexus and so forth. And then the play off between each other, between the energy centers, and how they blend so beautifully, like between each other, is just phenomenal. And you seem to be doing something with the balancing of the chakra system right now, the balancing of the energy centers within yourself. And I just realized the key hole here is also made out of the rainbow. So the key is the balancing here. And the reason I go on and on about this is because first we have the balancing, the yellow and the blue and the purple and the red. And sitting in brown there for me is all about the balance. The brown, we rarely talk about the energy center around your knees, but that is the brown color. And usually, like when I feel the balance around the knees, it talks about an overall balance in your body, and vice versa. If you're off in your knees, if you hurt your knees, if you feel like you're limping because you just feel some sort of strain in your knee, that's usually something is off balance in your body. Combined with the second chakra system card, the red, the green, like all of the colors are coming out here with the wishing well that focuses on the yellow, but it doesn't have to, because we have this one as well. There's just so much talking about how you're balancing yourself right now, or coming into balance with yourself. 4 with the heart and 7 with the completion, with all the chakras and with the completion of this. Balancing yourself out. And this is showing you a new route. You're choosing, there's your change of perspective. Because we have the staircase going down into the basement, and then we have Gabriel pointing out that there's a new doorway here. There's a new keyhole. There's a new opening. Choose a different path. And it's going to happen automatically. You working on yourself like this, you working on coming in balance like this between your energy centers, sitting in meditation and listen to your intuition. It's like it's almost silly that this comes out. It's like, it's going to be so clear where you're going to walk. Okay, so if we take love, for instance, because we are focused on love, but this can be just whatever experience or different type of relationship or business or whatever. And you feel like, you know what, you're almost afraid to date again because like you don't want to go down this same route ever again. Or you don't want to have the type of job where you're just, at the end of the day, there's nothing left of Cancer. Like there's nothing left because you're so not in your right element. You know, you don't want to go down the same route again. So there's something about like, you don't have to even think twice about that would happen. First and foremost, you would have the signals to you. You would listen so early on for those red flags or for those signals that we're all getting, like this might not be the best thing. And you, for some reason, whatever reason, ignore it. And sometimes it's even your inner being that doesn't even show them to you because you were supposed to go through them. I rarely feel like stuff is mistakes or failure or, it's just for you to figure more stuff out about yourself. I'm just saying, You don't have to learn this lesson ever again, because whatever was awakened in you, the change of perspective is already here. You would never in a million years even attract the same type of person ever again, because the change of perspective, the balance between your chakras, the focus on you now being in meditation and getting answers. Like, you don't seek the answers outside of you anymore. You don't seem to fix things outside of you anymore. The most important thing for you is to be in balance with yourself. And so therefore, you're stepping into a completely different reality. A completely different reality. This one. A peaceful one. What else for Cancer in this situation? That was the heart chakra. Might not have been. No, it wasn't. I saw the heart chakra. So I'm just going to give you that because I saw it as vividly as I would have seen it in the cards. So the heart chakra definitely is working hard right now. Meaning you're becoming whole in your heart. And I swear to this day, I'm yet to find the person who's completely healed. The person that's completely healed and are leading from just pure love, without any fear, without any type of I can't say it in any other way. A whole heart without any type of fear. I'm yet to meet the person. Right? So it's such a rare person, and I think you're headed towards it. Look at this. Sadness and isolation, whatever you went through, it's a complete turnaround, a complete change of perspective. You're so ready, you're so open to receive, you're so open to give. It's so much about your transformation, your spiritual transformation here. Okay, so yes. Oh, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. I mean, I'm sorry, I just get so excited. Cancer, it's here. You earned it. You're worth it. You worked your ass off for it. Knight of Raphael. There are two Raphael cards. I was just saying it. I saw the heart chakra. You've done the complete 180. You resurrected. You are coming back from the dead. You literally are standing up for yourself and coming back in, having worked all those chakras out. And we have two Raphael cards, which is all about the healing, all about becoming whole. The first one is the Knight of Raphael. So Knight for me is a new person coming in. This is new love coming in, new energy coming in. Committed relationships, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that makes your heart flutter. So if this is not love, this is a new situation that enters your life that it's just gonna blow you away. But these came out together, and here we have I love how it ties into it, because here we have the rainbow again. Like, it's balanced, it's beautiful, it's questionable clothing. Just the one thing that I can complain about. It says love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. We have the kids playing in the back. It's just the most just the setting. I mean, you take whatever is the most beautiful relationship to you and play that out in your mind. But this is like, there's a new energy coming in. There's your happily ever after. And you worked so hard to get here. It's a completion. We're going to go deeper into the message and see what else we can find there for you, for your relationship, for this love, for this change of perspective. If you resonate with this reading, with this message, you're so welcome to come to the extension. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Cancer, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye, guys.